Yo, 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 crack a 40 and check your rollies. It's podcast time with your hosts, Tim and Nick.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Tim here from Pro Wrestling Unlimited with another edition of the Pro Wrestling Unlimited podcast. Got Nick here with us tonight. What's going on, Nick?
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. We have a lot of fun stuff to talk about today. It's Wednesday, so it's another doesn't have to be topical podcast, which I enjoy. So we've got people in the chat. We've got Beastie Boys 124, Shadow Prodigy, Mizzy 20. Sure. Oh God, what a day it's been.
A lot of day.
Yeah, a lot of speculation on John Cena's WrestleMania plans.
A lot of speculation on if Roman Reigns is going to make it to WrestleMania.
A lot of speculation on Roman. So we are going to kick off with some fun stuff today, and we do also have a very exciting new thing coming out.
Oh, you're just going to lead off?
No,
Okay.
That we will announce at the end of the show that we're going to get into.
Oh, okay.
Is that going to be the thumbnail for the whole show?
I clicked switch, but it's not switching, and there we go.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, are we using the typical one? Or are we using the
No, everything's up there. The banners, okay. The logos, the everything, the phone number. If you guys want to call in tonight, phone number is on your screen. It will be in a second, 559-475-8473.
Yes, sir. So let's go ahead and kick it off with something that's kind of been floated around since about yesterday.
Yeah.
People were talking about Rey Mysterio being backstage at SmackDown Live, being the Go ahead.
He wasn't at SmackDown, apparently.
I was going to get into that.
Gotcha. Okay, never mind. Sorry, you go.
No, I was just going to say it was rumored that he was backstage at SmackDown Live, and then people were saying that's going to be Cena's rumored Mania opponent because Taker, it looks like he's out of the picture. And, we can say he was not at SmackDown last night. Where was he?
Home? San Diego?
He was in San Diego.
I assume. I mean, they are talking with Rey. There is the possibility of Rey versus Cena. That's not like a complete fake story. There is a possibility of it from what I've heard. I mean, something may have happened over the week. Something may have happened over the weekend, and Taker said, "I can't go." I don't know. There's a lot of intrigue here, just like the Brock Lesnar story. There's a lot of unknowns here. Our insider let us know that Rey Mysterio was not at SmackDown. He was at the San Diego house show. Right. He was. I knew that he was backstage. He posted a picture from the parking lot with Sin Cara over the weekend.
Correct.
So I mean, here's the question: would you rather see Cena Taker or Cena Mysterio?
And let's ask that to the chat as well. Would you rather want to see, Rey Mysterio against Cena, or would you rather see Taker against Cena? Personally, God, as underwhelming as a match of Taker, as Mysterio Cena may be, I think that's going to be the match that you're going to get the best match out of. You're not going to get a good match out of Taker. You'll get, history, but you're not going to get good match.
Nick, are you there?
Yeah, are we still live?
Should be.
Do you know what your internet can do?
Go fuck itself?
It can fucking get these hands.
Oh.
God. Fucking jeez. With
Comcast. We need to make sure it says like Comcast fears Braun.
Oh my, obviously. Sorry about that, fellas. Jeez. Thank you for everyone that let us know that we weren't live anymore because we didn't notice.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on. I'm gonna. Someone getting yelled at tomorrow. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
For the love of God. But a lot of people saying they'd rather see Cena Lashley. Now, let me tell you this. In the same way that, and I asked this question for Rey as well. How the fuck are you gonna get to Cena Rey? How the fuck would you get to Cena Lashley?
Yeah. Like there's no history there. I mean,
you can maybe get Cena Rey because you can. I mean, I think the last time they fought was in that WWE title match when Punk left.
Right.
But
I believe yeah, because Ray really didn't do much after that.
exactly. But fuck me, Cena Lashley. That's just like a. I don't know how you get there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know. I don't want to see Taker Cena just because it's. I don't want to see him fight again. I can't.
I mean, he's watched the 24 special. He said, he basically said, I don't want to be a shell of myself.
Is it worth going off a WWE's like product though?
But I don't think
But-
WWE would script him to say that line. That's something he would say. You know what I mean? WWE would not want, him. They would not script him to make himself sound old and bad.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right.
I guess so. I don't know, man. I just think Taker needs to just step aside and be done. That's what I just think personally. But I see a lot of people in chat saying Rey Mysterio, Ray, a lot of Rays. This one guy says, "Who cares?" So there's a lot.
So I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I don't think next week's the go home show for Fastlane. Then we have Fastlane where Cena's in the 6-way. And then that next week on either SmackDown or Raw, depending on what show they want to build this up on, which I don't know why I thought this, but I'm like, if it's Taker, they'll probably build it on Raw. If it's Ray, they'll probably build it on SmackDown. I don't know why I thought that. It's just how it came to me. I don't know.
Seems legitimate. Seems legitimate.
All right. So let's take a call.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Skype is working now. And caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
Hey, what do y'all think about Lashley Cena at Mania?
Kind of like I was just saying. I don't know how the hell you'd get there. I don't think you can get there.
I think you might have a way. You want to hear me out on it?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. It wouldn't take but a minute. Okay, Cena, Lashley have their match. Have Mr. McMahon go down there after Lashley is just decimated. I'm talking the way Lesnar did him back a couple years back. And have McMahon go out there and be like, try to help his golden boy up. Okay, like, come on, man, you can't let him beat you like that. And just have Vince McMahon kick him in the nuts. That way it starts a rivalry where you can get Cena to talk to Heyman, be like, hey, how do I get inside Lashley's head? And Vince McMahon can pump up Lashley like he did last time at Mania and have it lead on for a storyline.
Where does Heyman come in on all this?
Now, I don't mean to be rude while saying this, but
confused.
that sounds just it's just something that won't happen. I don't think Vince is going to make anyone else his guy.
No.
I genuinely think Vince is stepping back, and if Vince is going to make anyone his guy, he's going to do the job for Roman. Think about the last time you saw the McMahon on your TV was with Owens. The time before that, he got punched in the face by Roman. So he has his guys. I don't think Lashley's one of them, and I don't think he needs to go over and do Cena like that.
Did you say the last time we saw Vince, he was punched by Roman?
No, I said the last time we saw Vince, he was headbutted by KO.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the KO
Time
part.
before
That's
that.
right. I didn't hear you say KO. That's what I was about to say.
But it could be interesting. We'll see. But thanks for your call, man.
Have a good night.
No problem, man. Later.
Can we start having like the call line be sponsored?
By who?
It would just be like Pro Wrestling Crate. We're gonna go to the phones. Go ahead and call the show 559-478-4553. Go ahead and call into the PW call line, sponsored by Pro Wrestling Crate.
Nick with some backstage talk on stream. Yeah. Anyways,
I'm kind of a good mood today. You told me something before the stream that made me happy, and I'm just kind of thinking about it. That
really?
It's like it's currently happening in the background, and I just want to like.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's just to know. Just to know helps.
So moving forward, Fox really wants WWE on their networks. Like not network, not like NBC who says, "Oh, you can be on USA." No, networks, plural, multiple. Fox Broadcasting Network, which is amazing because if WWE can get back on broadcast television like they were with SmackDown on UPN, that opens a whole new audience.
Because I know it opens the audience to the people that don't have cable boxes and such.
Exactly.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't have a cable box right now?
Me.
Yes, but then again, you also have alternative ways of getting it. You have the Fire Stick that's all jailbroken and stuff. A lot of people, like, you tell me someone that either A, doesn't have an Apple TV, doesn't have a Fire Stick, or doesn't have some actual way to watch wrestling. I mean, hell, if
One
you
of my
go to
closest friends only has a PlayStation with Netflix on it.
PlayStation, what though?
4.
They have the PlayStation View. That's a way to watch live
He ain't
TV.
paying for that shit.
Right, but what I'm saying is that's another option he has.
True.
But because I just though I do think them going to Fox, that'd just be awesome.
You know the other good thing. You know the other good thing. Actually, the best thing about them going on regular Fox.
John Madden possibly being a commentator.
The show has to be 2 hours. Cannot have an overrun because Fox News comes on at 10 p.m.
They'd fight it.
No, they wouldn't. I highly doubt that. WWE, if Fox still offers them the same, if not more money than they're getting from NBC to only put on a 2-hour show on Mondays, wouldn't you take that money? More money for less work?
I don't think Vince would want to have Raw. I mean, if that happened, I don't see Vince wanting Raw to go 2 hours. I don't see him wanting that.
Vince said in the XFL press conference, the shorter shows are better for audience engagement. That's why he wants no halftime and his football league to just go through quick games.
But I think, God, I have no fucking argument for that. Yeah, he did say that. That's exactly what he said. I find it hard to believe that he'd be okay with having the A show go the same amount of time as the B show. You know what I mean?
But it had for many years until USA asked for that third hour.
So that was USA's request for the third hour, huh?
Yes, they said, we'll give you more money if you give us a third hour because USA had no good original content that was, helping them ratings-wise, but WWE. And so they were like, oh, crap, we need more WWE on TV. Let's give them another hour.
And so I asked you guys, you all of 76, my closest friends in chat, would you rather have a 2-hour Raw or a 3-hour Raw? What would you rather have?
Do you have to ask that question?
Yeah, motherfucker.
Borat.
Some people like
Borat trolls. 2 hours will be better.
Okay, I'll play devil's advocate. I don't think 2 hours will be better.
And why?
Because you see how much talent you have on SmackDown, which is a 2-hour show. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Baron Corbin, AJ Styles, Rusev, Bobby Roode, all those names, and you're trying to cram them in. I mean, fuck me, the main event of Fastlane is a fucking six-way match or five-way match?
Six with Cena.
Fucking six-way match because of Cena now. So now you're cramming in every single one of your main eventers into one tiny thing.
I mean,
that means
if you really look at it,
that means people are going to get overlooked. That means
no,
someone's going to say, "Go ahead."
I understand you there, but if you really look the way Raw is booked, it's booked as a 2-hour show with a 15-minute overrun and then a 45-minute to hour extra show. Because whenever they advertise something as the main event, when does it always go on? The top of this or the end of the second hour. And then they do random stuff after, like Cruiserweight or just random whatever matches, except for this week where they put the Ronda thing at the very, very end. Like how many weeks did Enzo quote unquote main event Raw?
Very true. I mean, for God's sakes, Elias main evented Raw last week.
I mean, just saying, like
Elias and Strowman main evented
But
Raw.
I mean, I get your point on you go to 2 hours, there's people left out of the show.
Okay, fine. How about this? What if you go to 2 hours, you drop the fucking brand split?
Then that's even more people that are going to be left out because then you're going to have Roman Reigns.
Still getting it. So you think we'll still get a brand split after this?
Yes. I mean, I almost can guarantee it. Because, I mean, remember when we didn't have the brand split before? All the same guys that were the top guys on Raw, all the guys that we were seeing in the main spots of Raw, they were now in the main spots on SmackDown. How many times did you see Seth Rollins and the Authority out there on Raw, and then Seth Rollins with J&J Security out there on SmackDown?
So here's my question. Back when they didn't have a brand split, what was Superstars on? The network? Has to be the network.
No.
I don't
there
remember
was
them getting...
Okay, so Superstars, I know Main Event at one point was on WGN America.
Really?
Yeah. when it first started. Like they cut a deal with WGN America, so they made Superstars or Main Event. Superstars. Oh, I remember when it first started, and they like were saying they were going to have all the big guys like Undertaker and Mysterio on it, and then it just turned into the Kurt Hawkins guys.
Now, what was that? WWE Saturday mornings? That was on.
Well, that was on CW Kids.
Yeah, CW.
Yeah,
that was weird. I'm gonna look more into that.
But
I don't know.
I think Superstars ended up just being a WWE.com exclusive for a while until they got the network.
I think I would much rather.
Yeah, Chris Gabbard in the comments says Main Event was also on Ion. That's true. It also moved over to Ion for a little while before it was just a WWE.com network thing like Superstars, and then now it's just Superstars on the network.
The fuck is Ion?
Some random channel.
Avion Ep, the third hour of Raw is like a preview of what's to come in the next episode, Nick. No, it's not. It's really not. The third hour of Raw could be used properly. I personally would rather have a 3-hour Raw because I feel like if you have that 2-hour Raw, it's just gonna feel too rushed, and the creative and the writing itself already isn't that good. So I just think if you have that 3-hour Raw, it gives them more time, more comfortability. But yeah, if they go to Fox, I don't think they would be able to do.
No, they wouldn't. Because Fox is dead set. They're the different one. Everyone, there's the big 4 networks. There's NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox. NBC, CBS, ABC, News at 11. Fox, to be different, News at 10. Now here's the thing that I want to get your opinion on. So you have Raw on Fox on a Monday. SmackDown on Tuesday would supposedly be on Fox Sports 1. Now if it's like, say, October and the World Series, that's going to probably take precedence over WWE, and then they move it from Fox to Fox Sports 1 on a Monday. Someone in the comments earlier in one of the videos was saying that that's not good for WWE because that's inconsistency. What do you think on if they were to have to move Raw to Fox Sports 1 for a week or two just because of, like, say, the World Series?
Yeah, that's absolute, like, inconsistency, and people would immediately get pissed off at that.
Now hear me out here, though. Listen to this one. Do you remember when Raw had to run on a Saturday night in 1999 on USA Network because they were pushed off of Monday for the Westminster Dog Show?
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that because that was the day before St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, let's say they did have to do that. They move over to FS1 because of the World Series.
Like, it wouldn't be often. It would be, like, maybe 2 times, 3 times.
Anyone's trying to find an excuse to bash WWE with something that's wrong with them. So there'd be an army of people saying, oh, it's bad that they're moving back and forth between networks. I feel like it would just be inconsistent, and I wouldn't like it. I'd still fucking watch it. I have no choice. It's my job. I'd still watch it, but I just think if you have a casual fan who's like, okay, usually on every Monday at like, 8-ish, I can tune on the TV whenever I'm not doing anything, and Raw will be on. I turn it on. Oh, it's the World Series. Granted, look at their numbers during the World Series and during stuff like the World Series, during the Super Bowl and stuff like that. Do they get that many views? Yeah, usually, because the World Series doesn't go that late.
Right.
Usually ends at about 8-ish o'clock for me, which is West Coast, which is around the time Raw starts.
Well, technically when Raw's ending live.
When Raw ends live. Avion Ep says, I get what you mean, but that also means if SmackDown gets more talent like Raw, then SmackDown will need to be 3 hours. No. Fuck. No, they couldn't. Hell, maybe NXT with their roster being big, they need more hours. No,
NXT is good for what it is. I think NXT is perfect for what it is.
Right, they've got it down perfectly.
You don't oversaturate with the same guys every week. You got different guys getting opportunities. Yes, there's
the real land of opportunity.
Well, yes, there's the issue. There's the issue of, well, why haven't I seen the Iconic Duo for so many months? Or why didn't I see Velveteen Dream for a couple weeks? Or where was Lars Sullivan? And it's the fact of, well, yes, they don't have enough time because they're a 1-hour show, but that's why you don't see the same guys every single week. Like, you don't see even Ember Moon, the women's champion. You maybe see her 1 week, and then she'll skip a week, and she'll come back for like 2 weeks, and then she'll skip a week. Or, it's just like they know how to book it and prioritize to get to the takeover. You don't have to oversaturate with the same people every week in the same matches, which is the other issue. Same matches every week. And it's just, they changed it up. By the way, NXT next week. Ricochet.
Yeah, I'm going to send you something on Instagram. Let me know if that's really him. It's a picture of Ciampa. I don't know if that's really him.
It might be what I think you're thinking, and if it is, then it is. Hold on.
Oh, my God.
Yes, that's
so we're going to go ahead.
Yes, that's his new profile pic on, well, should be his new profile pic on WWE.com.
That is fucking incredible.
For everyone wondering what Nick's talking about, I'm going to pull it up here. I'm going to get it for you guys.
Go on the WWE website for that. I'm going to read chat for now.
I don't know if it's on the website, but I know where I can get the picture.
Actually, Alex Rodriguez, you got a really good point. That's why I don't feel tired when I watch NXT. Like, I feel like I could sit and watch the whole thing.
Well, see, here's one thing. How about this? I've watched Raw, where by the end, I almost forgot something that happened at the beginning because it was so long. But SmackDown, like last night, just cruised.
Definitely. You got people saying, Tim, do you see Brock doing anything after Mania?
Possibly not.
It's 205's. This guy just says, is there any giveaways for I'm a PW guy shirt? I spent all my money. No, but today is the very last day to go over to ProWrestlingTees.com/PWUnlimited to go pick up your I'm a PW guy shirt. Use promo code new site. That is new site at ProWrestlingTees.com/PWUnlimited. If you don't want to type it, the link's somewhere.
I guess
in the
I can
description.
announce it now. I was going to
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
No, it's not what you're thinking. Never mind.
Okay.
We'll wait. I'll wait.
Wait, what were you planning on announcing?
Something for Mania weekend.
For us?
For the nice people that subscribe to us.
Do I know about this?
No.
Fuck.
But I thought about it like 20 minutes ago.
Well, why don't we announce our thing right now?
Hold on. I'm pulling up your drooling over Ciampa picture. Hold on.
I need to know what the fuck you're talking about. NXT live events are the same. One show has TM61, Lars Sullivan, and the NXT crew. And the NXT day has top guys and a few NXT live talents. I mean, that's fine with me. Dude, not is perfect for me. I don't have class on Wednesday, and it's only about an hour. Huh? Nick, do you see Brock versus Lashley at SummerSlam? Absolutely the fuck not.
No, Brock doesn't even want to be around by SummerSlam.
Oh, the guy, he meant NXT, not. Oh, okay. Dude, NXT is perfect. Dude, NXT is perfect for me. I don't have classes on Wednesday. It's only for an hour. Gotcha. If wasn't a college dropout, I'd relate to you. Now, Nick Simmons, he asked for the thoughts over the Roman steroid accusations. And I'm just going to say this because this was talked about a lot in our comment section today.
Hold on. Wait.
Go ahead. Okay.
I got something for you first. I don't think this guy took steroids, but Tommaso Ciampa got shredded while he was out with an injury. If you see on your screen here in a second, Tommaso Ciampa he said, "You know what? Vince likes big shredded dudes. Well, I can't be big, so I'll be shredded."
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fucking. He's got the knee brace in his picture too. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, like Ciampa.
He's got the knee
Ciampa
brace.
He put in the work while he was out.
Yeah, he did. All right. There's some I want to talk about. It's all you guys. Now, there has been a ton of talk about the whole Roman Reigns steroid allegation, John Bravo. Now, whether he did or he didn't, that is not for us to say. I, personally don't care. If he did, he's gone. If he didn't, he's fine. That's just me. But I want people to know that when we report stuff, no matter what it is we report, if it is a sponsored or a paid video, we have to tell you guys legally. That's why whenever we do the Pro Wrestling Crate stuff or the Pro Wrestling Crate and Wrestle Crate, we have to tell you guys this is sponsored by them. They provided us this free crate for us to review for you guys. This is for you guys, sponsored by them.
And then
Everything
they say,
that we've been,
and then they also, give a little kickback to you guys saying, hey, for supporting PWU, use this promo code, get you guys a discount.
Exactly. Now, with the whole John Bravo stuff, all the information that we're getting is all public information from his social media, from his Instagram, his Twitter, and interviews that he has done. We are not working with him. And even if we were, we'd have to legally disclose that in all of our videos because he could come back and take legal action on us. Not only that, again, all of this stuff is public. Everything that we can report, you could go personally find it on his Instagram, on his Twitter.
Well, he doesn't, not Twitter. He doesn't post anything on Twitter. Everything, if you want to follow this guy, follow Johnny Bravo, no H in Johnny, TV on Instagram. That's where he will post everything. And so, say you don't follow him on YouTube, you'll know when his next video comes up because he will let you know on Instagram. That's the best place to follow him is Instagram.
Exactly. So we get nothing from him. We don't get money from him. We don't get information from him. I saw that he did comment on one of our videos, and he had just said, I think he just said, oh, thanks for promoting this, and I think he said, thanks for giving me credit.
Right, because some people were reporting about his videos and not saying that it was coming from him, just saying some random filmmaker. So he was just saying, hey, thanks for putting my name out there. Not like, oh, we're working together or anything.
Exactly. So we are not in cahoots with him. We know nothing that he knows. All we know is what he posts. A lot of our stuff, we get it personally or we get it from the company we work with Fightful. Right. So
I mean, basically, anybody that wants to report on these Bravo stuff can do with the same information we do. It's just I follow him on Instagram. So as soon as he posts something, my phone lets me know. That's why I'm able to get this stuff out faster because A, this is my only job. I make sure I can get stuff out as quick as possible. And B, social media, smartphones helps you know when people post things. So it's not that he's sending to us directly. It's that we're following him and getting notifications as soon as he's posting.
Exactly. So I just wanted to clear that up with you guys. Now, if you guys do want to call in, talk about Roman Reigns, talk about John Cena future WrestleMania, or just ask us a question, the phone number is 559-475-8473. That is 559-475-8473. Go ahead and call into the show. We will be taking calls for tonight because we don't usually take calls on Mondays and Tuesdays. But now we're gonna. Monday and Tuesday is just our stuff by that.
So next thing I want to talk about, Brock Lesnar.
Bork Laser.
All right. So let's take a call first, and then we'll get into the Brock Lesnar stuff.
Sure.
Caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
Yeah, Tim, Nick, how's it going?
Pretty good. Yourself?
What's going on?
I'm doing all right. So just a couple of questions. Hey, did you guys have to see us the New Japan Pro Wrestling right? I think it's Rising.
Oh, the stuff with the Honor Rising with Ring of Honor. Yes, I did see most of it. I didn't see all of both days, but I saw most of it.
I saw both days, and both of the main events were good.
Yes.
Okay, my last thing is, do you think, who do you think Cena's going to face? Do you think it's going to be Ray or is it Taker? I know.
It's very tricky right now to say that because there's, some saying that it's going to be The Undertaker, but then there's others saying that it may not be Undertaker, it may be Rey Mysterio. You've got, Sports Illustrated over here saying it's Rey Mysterio. You've got the Wrestling Observer over here saying it's The Undertaker. Then you have PW Insider in the middle saying that it could be either way. So it's I don't know. We just have to wait and see for the next 2 weeks because I believe as soon as Fastlane's over, that next Monday or that next Tuesday, we're going to know who Cena's facing.
Okay, but if it is Ray, I want both of your takes on this. If it is Ray, who do you think is going to win? If I remember correctly, I don't think Ray has ever beaten Cena. Ever.
I don't either.
Cena goes over.
Yeah, you're right. Cena probably wins, but it'd be nice to Ray.
It depends. What kind of contract does Ray sign? How many dates is he working? And what does Cena's schedule look like past Mania? Because if you remember last year, he didn't do a lot past Mania for a while till leading up to SummerSlam. So if Ray is the one sticking around, Cena would put him over.
Sure.
Maybe.
Well, thanks for taking my call, guys.
Not a problem. Have a good night.
Have a good one.
So I feel like it all depends on both guys' schedules past Mania. Is Ray going to be working more dates than Cena, or is Cena going to be around more? And who's going to be pushed higher on the card that could need the win? You know what I mean? All right. So Brock Lesnar, a lot of controversy following Monday night. This guy, it really started Sunday night. Sunday night, we're in Las Vegas. Well, not we, but WWE. They're in Las Vegas, Elimination Chamber, and then all of a sudden, this picture pops up on Twitter. Dana White, the UFC president, with Brock Lesnar wearing a UFC t-shirt. It's like, oh Lord, what the hell's going on here? Found out, the picture was taken that day. It's not like an old picture that Dana White just randomly put up since he didn't caption it or anything. And you come to Raw on Monday, and you're supposed to get Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns face-to-face in the middle of the ring. Apparently, Brock didn't show up. And it's unknown if Brock was told not to show up or if Brock just didn't show up on his own accord. And there's a lot of conflicting stories on this. According to some, they're saying that, WWE told him not to come. Or others are saying, he didn't come because he didn't want to. And others are saying that he couldn't come because he's got no more dates in his contract, which I really don't believe that last one.
Yeah, I don't believe that last one either.
Because, he does have the thing where if they want him to do extra dates, they got to pay him more. But I feel that leading up to WrestleMania, he wouldn't not be scheduled. Like, he's got 15 dates for the year. They're going to know, well, he's working Mania. So when we schedule out a year for Brock, however, wherever that starts, if it starts January or if it starts Mania as the start of his year, they're going to know, well, leading into Mania, we need to have at least 4 dates or 5 dates set aside. If we want him to do anything extra, then there's where the extra dates with extra money come in. That's what I would assume.
Right. And you mentioned earlier that WWE is not stupid enough to run out of his dates. Well, they absolutely are stupid enough. They are because they need that ratings boost. So they tell him, look, come, we'll pay you more. And then the contract comes around, he's like, well, fuck, now we got to give you more.
Right. So it's just very interesting. And then Dana White shows up on the NASCAR podcast today on SiriusXM with Kevin Harvick and goes, there's a very, very, very good chance you'll see Brock Lesnar in the UFC again.
Which, in all honesty, I really do want to see Lesnar in the UFC one more time. I think his fighting ability in the UFC, he's just a big guy, and it's fun to watch him move. And even if he wins or loses, it's fun to watch him get knocked the fuck around too.
Now, I know he wants to fight John Jones because that'd be the biggest money fight they can put together for him. But John Jones got his license revoked yesterday from his failed drug test from last year. And now he's got to wait on the USADA hearing to figure out how long he's going to be suspended. And, I don't know. I'm not the biggest legal person, so I don't know exactly what it all entails as far as California revoking his license. Does that mean that his license is only gone? He can't apply again till after the suspension? Is he not allowed to fight in California? I don't know the logistics on everything. All I know is he had a hearing with the California State Athletic Commission. They revoked his license and said that the rest is all pending on what happens with the USADA suspension. Now, the other fight that's been proposed is saying, you know what? Let's just give Brock a title fight and put him up against Stipe. Now, here's the interesting thing. Here's the interesting thing. Stipe's next fight is against light heavyweight champion Daniel Cormier. What if Cormier beats Stipe? Then do you try to set up Cormier versus Lesnar? Because that's the wrestler versus the wrestler right there.
That's very true. I don't know.
And then here's the last thing about Brock. Here's the last thing about Brock going to the UFC. Brock Lesnar, once he says, all right, I'm going UFC, I'm unretired, he still will have to wait 6 months, I believe, till he can fight because he has to work off the second half of his suspension that he did get from failing a drug test in conjunction with UFC 200. So there's a lot of factors there. Like if Brock wants to fight for UFC, say he does the match at Mania with Roman Reigns, and that next night he says, all right, I'm back with UFC. I want to fight for them. Start drug testing me again. That would be April, May, June, July, August, September, October. He probably wouldn't be fighting until October, November. So there's a good chance that Brock ain't even going to fight till the end of 2018, early 2019, if he goes with UFC.
Exactly. So he does have a lot of time until he's able to fight again. Is he allowed to train in like UFC gyms?
Well, Brock's got his own gym on his property.
That sure is.
Brock's got like a
Brom's
warehouse that he turned into a gym. I've seen some of the videos when he was towards the end of his UFC career, when he was like, they were like, I don't want to say vlogging, but they were like doing documentaries on him and stuff. He's got a full on, like, he's got his own team and like, he's not associated with any MMA camps. He's just got his own guys that comes to him and trains him.
Could you imagine being the guy that trains Brock Lesnar? How
Right.
ripped you have to be to train a guy like it's like a bear training another bear, but the bear that's training the bear that's training the second bear has the muscle strength of 19 fucking grizzly bears.
You know who trains Brock Lesnar? Bigfoot.
Whomst. Oh God. Whomst. God, that's insane.
But, I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, this whole Brock Lesnar thing, I know I read something today. I don't know how legitimate this story is, but it's like, it said basically, Brock knows he's losing the title to Roman. Brock knows his contract's coming up. Brock knows his contract was supposed to expire right after WrestleMania, but when he did the fight with Mark Hunt, they froze his contract for a couple months because he wasn't working with WWE at the time, and so he don't care about nothing right now. He knows, like I said, he knows he's losing the title, so he's just going to show up in Mania, drop that title, and say, I'm done with you. That's what I read. I don't know how legit that is. I mean, it sounds like something Brock would do based off of the past.
I don't. You really think Brock's going to drop the title?
He's going to lose to Roman at WrestleMania.
But do you think he's going to like... I have a bad lisp right now. Jesus. Do you think he will just lay down? There we go. That's how you get rid of the lisp.
But, I mean, is it WrestleMania 20 all over again? Where he goes in there, or WrestleMania 32 with Dean, where he goes in there and he knows he's got to do the match, but he knows he's on his way. Well, the Dean thing wasn't really on his way out, but like the first Goldberg Mania match, he knew he was on his way out. He knew he wanted to go play NFL, so he didn't give two shits about how good that match was or how bad that match was.
Yeah, I think he likes Roman a bit more, though, so I think he'd be more inclined to do the match against Roman and actually
Maybe.
do the job.
Remember the Dean match? I mean, Ambrose got in a lot of trouble saying Brock showed up and said that he didn't want to do much.
That's very true.
So
that is very
it just
true.
depends on what Brock Lesnar we get at WrestleMania. But let's take another call.
Yeah, let's take another call right here.
Caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's your question?
Oh, maybe instead of just doing Taker or Ray, why don't they just do both if Taker does want to do it? I mean, he could take less bumps. He could take less. Ray and Cena could take more.
Because why would you put Undertaker in a triple threat match as his last match at Mania?
Here's the thing.
That's it.
If people are saying that getting Ray and Cena together for a match is odd and hard to how would that match come apart or come together?
How would a triple threat come?
How would the triple threat really come together? Are both guys just going to show up and say, or is Ray going to show up and say, I want the Undertaker, and then Cena come out and go, I challenged him first, and then that's how you get the triple threat? Like, that's the only way I can see that happening. Ray comes up on Raw or something and says, I want the Undertaker, I'm back, and then Cena says, I challenge first. That's the only way I can see that happening.
I don't see it happening.
But I don't see the triple threat.
I mean, thanks for your call, buddy.
Good night. Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's fantasy booking.
Because
that is fantasy.
According to Sports Illustrated, their whole thing they're saying is Taker was told Cena was told Taker ain't wrestling. So Cena said, well, how about Rey Mysterio or Samoa Joe? Samoa Joe's injured. They don't think he's going to be back in time for Mania, and that's where the Rey Mysterio thing comes up. Apparently,
you know why?
Apparently, Cena asked for it.
You want to know the real reason why Cena probably doesn't want to face Joe?
Why? He asked for Joe, though, apparently.
Because Joe's going to have 141 and 2/3% chance of winning at Mania. Please tell me you fucking get that. I had to reference that. I had to reference that video in a Tommy Dreamer post today.
Wow.
You ever notice how the Detroit Tigers' new head coach looks dead on like Big Papa Pump?
I have not seen him yet.
I'll send you the picture later. Avion Epps, when do you guys think WWE will do Rousey Asuka? Since Ronda's on Raw, they might want to move Asuka to SmackDown so they can set up that match for SummerSlam. I don't see that happening in the near future. I think Asuka needs to drop her first loss first, because you cannot have Asuka's the best wrestler, one of the best wrestlers in the company, lose to Ronda Rousey. Can't do that. Not right. Makes her look like a weak little sack of potatoes. I don't know where I was going there.
Do got to give a shout out to Joe D. 2 separate super chat donations. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, I don't see Rousey at all.
I already see these random YouTube channels saying, "Oh, well, they're going to build both Rousey and Asuka up very strong, and they're going to wrestle at WrestleMania 35." Like,
yeah, they've been building Asuka strong since 2015, fella.
Like, how are you going to say that they already have a plan for WrestleMania 35? I mean, I can get. Well,
because it used to be like that. They used to plan their things way in advance.
Yes, like they planned Roman Brock way in advance. Like they knew Roman Brock less than a month after WrestleMania 33 was over. But it's like they don't even know what they're doing for half of WrestleMania this year, let alone WrestleMania next year.
Let alone the card that looks like it's probably going to happen at Mania looks really fucking good. Even if you take out the Cena stipulation.
Let's run down the rumored card. You wanna?
What? You sound like a bully. You wanna? Fucking nerd. You wanna run down the card?
So here's what we know for sure. Well, I can almost say for sure. Nakamura AJ WWE Championship. I don't see AJ losing at Fastlane. Could you?
Go on.
Could you see AJ losing at Fastlane?
No. God, no. Fastlane, no.
Yeah, no. It's going to be Nakamura AJ WrestleMania WWE Championship. Next match that is almost for sure, Universal title, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns.
It is for sure. What are you talking about? Almost for sure.
I mean, if Brock doesn't want to do it, or if Roman ends up getting in trouble from this John Bravo stuff, that's why it's there is a legit concern backstage over the Roman Reigns thing. They're not gonna make you think there is, but there are some officials that are concerned from what I've heard.
Okay.
I mean, Meltzer said it Monday night on his podcast that they are concerned that if something comes up on this John Bravo thing that can confirm that Roman was still getting supplements and possible steroids after his suspension, they will have to take action. And if they take action, that's a 60-day suspension.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the next, the rest are all rumored matches.
Mm-hmm. The rest of these are what most likely will happen.
Now, there's two separate possibilities for the IC title. There's a triple threat, which we saw basically set up on Monday. Miz defending against both Seth Rollins, Finn Balor. But there's also another rumor coming from Sports Illustrated saying that it could be a 5-way. You put in Elias and Braun Strowman.
Now, as much as I would like to see Elias, Strowman, Seth, Finn, and basically all the fucking main event guys that aren't Roman Reigns, it's literally all main event guys that aren't Roman Reigns. I'll say this: whoever wins that title, honestly, in my opinion, whoever wins it, whether the Miz retains, whether Elias picks it up, Bray, Finn, Seth, no matter who wins it, they're gonna bring a lot. They're gonna make that title a lot more legit, because that title is in the middle of legit and not really meaning everything, and not really meaning anything. Excuse me. So this 5-way could be the opportunity to bring some solid prestige to it.
Yeah. And then the next rumored match. Well, actually, first off, I said on Monday that Miz needs to win that Mania to get that record. But that's not technically true, because it's not a longevity record. It's a cumulative record. Miz did just sign a new 4-year deal. So if Miz, say, loses the title in 40 days at WrestleMania, that's only 20-something days he's got left. He can get that title back, hold it for 20 days, and then take that record. So he doesn't have to break the record this year, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And then the next proposed match would actually, which I don't think they should do, what I heard, ultimate deletion, according to Matt Hardy on Twitter. He said, we are coming towards ultimate deletion. Now, would that be full on from the Hardy compound? Or would it be like they did at Bound for Glory last year, where half of it is done in the ring, live in front of the crowd, and then all of a sudden they go backstage, and that's when the pre-taped stuff comes up on the screen. And then
now, do you want pre-taped at Mania?
I wouldn't want to be sitting there with 60, 65, 70,000 other people watching something just on the screen. Now, granted, when I went to Mania 31, I did watch a lot of it on the screen because I was so far up.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's difficult because I feel like if they're going to get a full, like that final deletion can't be any less than 15 minutes. So I feel if you get that much just on the screen and nothing in the ring, crowd might start to hate the show. They might turn on it.
I think the best thing you could possibly do for this feud is fucking end it now.
But I mean,
just pull the plug. It's fine.
I think they do the Bound for Glory thing where you start in the ring, then they start fighting up the ramp, they go backstage, that's when everything's pre-tape, and then the last 5-10 minutes of the match spills back out on the ramp, down into the ring, and you finish it there.
It's indoors this year, isn't it?
No. It's outdoors. It's indoors. I mean, it's indoors. Mercedes-Benz.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. Do it. Do it. If it's indoors, fucking do it. That's fine.
So, I mean,
yep.
We'll have to see what happens. And then
we'll see.
Yeah, and then because like I said, Hardy tweeted something today. They said ultimate deletion, whatever that's supposed to mean.
I'm sorry. What did he say?
Ultimate. Oh, let me pull up the actual tweet.
No. You're fine. He said ultimate deletion. What did he say?
What do you mean?
Do the voice.
Deletion. That? What? You want me to do the Matt Hardy voice?
I just wanted you to do that because of who's is there.
You dummy. He said, I'm trying to find that tweet now. I don't even. Matt Hardy posts a lot actually on Twitter.
Yeah, he's a very old man, but very media savvy.
He's not that old.
I mean, he's old for media ages. I wonder if WWE should do a 6-pack challenge for the Intercontinental Championship. No. How about The Miz loses and ties Jericho and faces him in a match where he breaks? Oh, Alex, it's not a bad idea. You hear that, Tim?
Yeah.
How about The Miz loses and ties up Jericho? So he ties him in the time holding the IC title, faces him in a match where he wins and breaks the total amount of days held. I'd like that a lot.
Oh, I don't know. Does Jericho have the total amount of days held? I don't know who has the total amount of days held record. I know no one's going to beat Honky Tonk's accumulative record, like overall one reign. No one's going to beat that. That was years.
Mm-hmm.
So the next rumored WrestleMania match is Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss.
Oh,
and then that would set Asuka over to SmackDown to take on Charlotte. But coming out of this week's Raw, I don't know because they kept saying, they kept basically saying without. No. Here's the thing. I heard that there was a version of the script Monday that had Asuka coming out and announcing who she's going to challenge, and they nixed it. So that does lead me to believe that it can be Asuka Charlotte, and now they're waiting till after Fastlane so she can say, Charlotte, you beat Ruby, now I want you at Mania.
Possibly, but...
Because, I mean, if they were going to announce it on Monday, then I would assume, it's going to be for the Raw title. But if now they're going to wait, and then if they wait till after Fastlane, that would be the only reason they would wait, is because they have that women's title match at Fastlane.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, we know we're getting... Well, we don't know, but it's very obvious. Kurt Angle, Ronda Rousey, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah, that one's super, super obvious.
I mean, Kurt got laid out this week, and it was just funny. There's a meme going around of before Kurt gets knocked out, and he's just like looking up and looking around like he knows he's going to get punched by Triple H. Not sure how quickly Triple H is going to do the spot, so he's just kind of like looking around and waiting. It's funny.
It looks real good.
And then the final rumor going around for Mania is either the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, a female Battle Royal, or both.
Mm-hmm. Both, probably. Pre-show, both.
Maybe. But that's all,
Pre-show.
A lot of that's speculation. Some of it, they've already started building towards, and we'll just have to wait and see what they do over the next couple of weeks.
I'm with it, man.
Yeah. So let's take a call before Nick has his special announcement.
Oh, yeah.
Caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, man? I was calling. I had a question about Nia Jax and
Sure.
Tamina.
Go for it.
I was asking y'all how long you think it's gonna take the WWE to push Nia and Tamina for the women's title?
Oh, I mean, I could
Because-
see Nia. I could see Nia becoming women's champion in 2018. Tamina, I think she's got the age thing going against her.
I think Tamina's done.
I mean,
She's got to be.
I think she was good coming in with the Usos, but I mean, it is what it is. I
Think
guess.
about how long ago that was, though.
That was very long ago. And the Usos are barely now coming into their own now.
Exactly. And I had a take on that the
like
other
Nick
day.
said last night, the Usos are finally top notch.
Yeah.
Like they've always been
I
good,
mean-
but they're now like good.
And another question: how long? I think I was listening to y'all show. I listened to y'all show. I've been listening to y'all show since January. I just subscribed like this month, so I think y'all been doing a good job.
Well, thank you
But
for the
How do
subscription.
y'all? Yeah, no doubt. Appreciate y'all being consistent with y'all work. How long do you think it would take for? I think, in my opinion, Authors of Pain should go to SmackDown and Sanity should go to Raw. What do y'all think should happen with that?
Yeah, sure.
That would work. I mean,
That works.
it works. I could see Vince wanting Authors of Pain on Raw, though, because he'd be like, look at these two big hosses. Fuck, throw them out there on the A show.
Look at these big hosses. That's awful, Vince. That was awful. I can't do
All right,
it,
man.
Vince.
Appreciate y'all taking my call.
Not a problem. Have a good
go,
night.
man.
All right.
All right, let's take one more. This number keeps popping up a lot. They've been trying. Caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
Yo, it's Nick. What's going on?
Pretty good. Yourself?
I'm all right. Yeah, I would like both your opinions on this. Who is the best tag team out of WWE?
Like-
Some people say the Young Bucks. I think the Golden Lovers are pretty good. So who you got? Who's the best tag team out of WWE outside of it?
Fucking good question. Jeez. All right. I would, in terms of success rate, I'd have to go with the Young Bucks.
Right.
You'd have to. I mean, they're popular as shit. They got in Hot Topic. Their shirt's like one of the best selling shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees and Hot Topic. You gotta go with the Bucks. I'd say the in form of performance, Golden Lovers of the Briscoes.
Ooh,
Briscoes are fucking good. Briscoes are good.
This is a tough one to think because there's like if you say out of WWE, that's like the rest of the world.
Exactly.
So now you got to really start thinking. Like you said, Golden Lovers, Young Bucks, Briscoes. You got the Best Friends and Chucky T and Trent Beretta.
Fucking Chuck Taylor.
You've got the Addiction and Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian. I mean, there's
fun fact of the day. I used to think that they were the same person.
What?
Yeah.
Another fun fact. You know how Vince McMahon was quote unquote the higher power?
Yeah.
It was almost Christopher Daniels.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, I guess, like Nick said, success-wise, I'd have to say the Bucks.
Yeah.
Plus, they're about to change things up. They're now heavyweights in at least in New Japan. Well, I mean, I guess in Ring of Honor, there's no heavyweight, lightweight tag team division, but they're now heavyweights in New Japan, which means their style may change a little bit. They're adapting. They're going to adapt to the heavyweight style.
Yeah.
Which I'm interested to see what they change up.
So there's a few possible answers. So I can't do the Vince voice. Was gonna do the Vince voice, but
Why not, pal?
oh god, in honor of WrestleMania coming around. If you do follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen this as my header. In light of WrestleMania coming around, how about we release a new T-shirt?
Bingo.
Just throw it up
Should
on
be
screen.
on the screen now.
New T-shirt. PWU Mania.
New T-shirt
You want
alert.
You want it as a T-shirt? You can get it as a T-shirt. You want it as a sticker? You can fucking get it as a sticker. Phone case? You can get a phone case too. You want a hoodie? I don't think you can do that.
Yeah, you can do a hoodie.
Oh, you could do a hoodie.
You can do a regular hoodie. You can do a lightweight hoodie. You can do a zip-up hoodie where the logo's on the back. You can do a three-quarter sleeve baseball tee. You can do a tank top, showing y'all right here on the screen. I mean, heck, like Nick said, you want it on your phone? There you go, on your phone. Phone case for all the Apples, iPhone X, iPhone 8, Galaxy S8, Galaxy S7, 6. I mean, hell.
If you have a Galaxy, get out of here because iPhones are the best.
No. Hey, your baby wants a PW Mania shirt? They got onesies.
Didn't we sell we sold a onesie for someone?
Sold a couple Rusev Day onesies.
Mm-hmm. So we do got
I mean, heck,
a lot of sweet stuff.
Get it on a pillow.
Yeah, get a fucking
Sip
pillow.
your coffee out of a
And-
PWU Mania coffee mug.
And since we just uploaded it, you know what that means?
It's on
You get
sale for the next
A
3
fucking
days.
sale. Look at all those other designs. You got the I'm not finished with you. You've got
Nick's
the
hot
pro
take.
wrestling shirt, Nick's hot take, which was a fucking failure of a show.
Unknown Fears Braun.
Remember when I said that The Miz was better than AJ Styles?
Are you still bringing that up?
I'll fucking bring it up to the day I die.
Your show's Glory Day.
Yeah, back in the show's highlight. But that is going to do it for the show today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I have been Nick. You can follow me on Twitter at PWU_Armstrong. You can also follow us on Twitter at PWUnlimited, Facebook at Facebook.com/Pro Wrestling ULTD. And right here on YouTube. Tim, do your
You
thing.
can follow me on Twitter at TimmyBuddy. And remember, follow PWU as well on Instagram. Just search Pro Wrestling Unlimited. And to Borat Troll's question, pancakes or waffles? It's a toss-up. It's a tough one. I'm going to have to go waffles if I can get that WWE waffle iron. If I can't,
pancakes.
if I
not
can't get that special WWE waffle iron, then I'll stick with pancakes.
Yeah, no. Waffles are fucking garbage. But
Yikes.
thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you guys Thursday for the... No, excuse me. Thursday or Friday?
Well, no. Just remember, tomorrow morning, if you haven't seen it yet, you can go right now to the Fightful YouTube channel and watch the 61st episode of the Listin' Your Boy podcast. If you don't want to go over there, it will be up on the Pro Wrestling Unlimited channel tomorrow morning. And then Friday, we will have up I guess it's the 3rd edition of the Fightful Wrestling Weekly. Brought to you by us here at Pro Wrestling Unlimited and the great guys over there at Fightful.com. So go check out Fightful.com for a lot of pro wrestling, MMA, and boxing news as well.
Oh, yeah. And Sean Ross Sapp, the gentleman with 3 fucking names, and I still want to fight him for it, has probably one of the funniest videos that I've ever seen in my life about his dream to work for WWE. So you guys,
if you haven't seen it, go check
Really
out that video about him wanting to work for WWE on the Fightful channel. If not, we will have it in the Fightful Wrestling Weekly this week.
Oh, absolutely. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will... Oh, fucking... Gen Van Dam 420 just throws in French toast. Fucking nowhere.
French toast on Texas toast.
You can't just do that, dude. You can't do that.
You can't change up the
know
game,
what? You know
bro.
what?
You can't change up the game.
We're ending the stream because of that.
French toast sticks.
Thank you guys. Oh, shit. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you guys for the Fightful Wrestling Weekly. Sean Ross will see you guys tomorrow for the Listin' Your Boy. For now,
have a good night.
Goodbye. Bye, guys.